All right, let's talk about periodic auctions real quick. The lurking rule. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look. This one's out of SIBO, and basically, they filed for this in I think February, right after the January run-up, and it was approved. Of course, let's just read it. So the purpose of this proposed rule change is to make certain clarifying changes to Exchange Rule 11.25 related to periodic auctions for the trading of U.S. equity securities, otherwise known as periodic auctions. The Commission approved the exchange's proposal to introduce periodic auctions on March 26, 2021, just before SLR ended. Now, SLR was the COVID relief benefits given to all these institutions. That's why we see the repo market go up directly after that expired on March 31st. Now, the exchange has not yet implemented periodic auctions. The exchange is submitting this proposal in order to simplify certain portions of the periodic auction process and to add clarity to the rule text prior to implementation. So they're getting ready to implement this. So already approved, not yet implemented. This is the filing here. It was filed or approved March 26th, and it was a notice of filing of amendments number 3 and 4 and order granting accelerated approval of proposed rule change as modified by amendments number 3 and 4 to introduce periodic auctions for the trading of U.S. equities. So as proposed, periodic auctions of 100 milliseconds would be conducted throughout the course of the trading day when there are matching buy and sell periodic auction orders as defined below that are available to trade in such an auction. As proposed, periodic auctions would offer a new price-forming auction that could be utilized by investors seeking liquidity, including block size liquidity during the course of the trading day. The exchange believes that concentrating available liquidity in the periodic auctions that would take place when the exchange has received matching auctionable buy and sell orders would assist investors, and I'm thinking they're talking about institutional investors here, but you never know, in obtaining needed liquidity, particularly in the case of investors seeking to execute larger orders that would be difficult to execute without market impact on the continuous market. So it's another version of a dark pool kind of, but I'm not sure of the reasoning. Now, in addition, since the proposed periodic auctions would be price forming, these auctions would perform a valuable price discovery function, which may particularly be helpful for investors when trading securities that typically trade with wider spreads, GameStop, including thinly traded securities at GameStop and AMC. Anyways, retail stocks, GME, AMC, Cos, Nokia, and BlackBerry, the ones that have been having all their orders rerouted to off exchange. Those ones. Now, as discussed in the following section, while periodic auctions would be available in all securities traded on the exchange believes that this trading mechanism would be particularly valuable for securities that trade in lower volume and consequently suffer from wider spreads and less liquidity displayed in the public markets. So if you want liquidity, get out of the public markets. I mean, that's retarded. I mean, that's normal. Anyways, I think this is more geared towards institutions. But then again, you read this saying the periodic auction eligible orders is a non-displayed limit order eligible to trade on the continuous book that is entered with an instruction to also initiate a periodic auction, if possible, pursuant to this rule. An incoming periodic auction eligible order that is eligible both to trade on the continuous book and initiate a periodic auction will trade immediately with the continuous book. So that's good. Now, in essence, the exchange is proposing to make clear that number one, periodic auction eligible orders will be ranked as non-display limit orders consistent with the priority of orders outlined in the rule. Number two, incoming periodic auction eligible orders will, upon entry, interact with continuous book orders and other periodic auction eligible orders according to their rank under Rule 11.12. And lastly, periodic auction eligible orders that are also minimum orders will only initiate a periodic auction upon entry where a single contra-side periodic auction order, that means an other end, like buy matching a sell of the same periodic auction order, would satisfy the specified minimum size. And then the exchange is also proposing to make a simplifying change to reject periodic auction orders that are immediate or canceled. So buckle up, this one could go either way, but it looks like it may be a way to get institutions a way to auction off their dog shit and not impact the price of the securities underlying. And by the way, the term continuous book order shall mean an order on the BYX book that is not a periodic auction order, and the term continuous book shall mean systems electronic file of such continuous book orders. And remember, this is SIBO, so we'll have to see, Bo, how this go. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Oh man, crime.